Coming up next, under the new release radar, 3 new fragrances that just came into Osme. Got my nose on them. Gonna give you my first impression. 2 from Floris London, 1 from BDK. Find out what they are, coming up next. Welcome back, everybody, to Joel the Nose here at Osme Perfumery. As you can see, in sunny, warm Miami, it's November, but it feels like summer still here. Not going to complain though. So today's video is, I haven't done it in a few weeks, a new release radar. Was sick last week, hadn't gotten in here as much, but of course, every time I come back in, there's something new to try out. And no exception today. Let's get right into this. I guess I'll start with the House of Floris because there are 2 new ones here that just came in. And I hadn't really smelled anything new from Floris London in a long time. One of my favorite kind of classic European British houses. Really, they run the gamut from kind of going these old school barbershop fougere. You think about like number 89. Classic fragrance, you think of, let's see, Elite, which is like, again, kind of more of a green, fresh, pungent fragrance, fougere. Well, now, right in my hands, of course, they're gonna come out with some more in that classic fougere genre. And the first fragrance I have is, and actually let me just move my, hold on here. Okay, so the first one I have here is from, again, Floris, and it's called Platinum 22. Platinum 22, you can see the bottle. It's got their classic bottle. This is an eau de parfum. Sometimes they do eau de toilettes. This is an eau de parfum. And really interesting notes on this. I can say pretty safely that this is gonna be a popular, I think one of the more popular fragrances. It has a lot of the great mass appealing notes. Interesting top notes though, iris, lime, and black currant. 3 of my favorite notes. Iris, gotta admit, for a long time did not love that note. It's something that has grown on my nose, and maybe it's partly because I've used it as I've been making some of my own perfumes, and I've gotten to really understand how well iris accents other notes and how it really brings out the best of other fragrance notes. So, man, when I smell a good iris fragrance now, I love it. But also got some black tea in here, clary sage, some violet leaf, rose. So, as you would expect from Floris, a lot of classic elements in here, a lot of classic perfume notes that you don't typically see often all the time anymore. And that's what I like about this house. They take a lot of the old and mix it with the new and create something fresh. Platinum 22, definitely can see this. Think about it, it goes into a nice dry down, by the way, of cedar and musk and amber. I think this one, again, gonna be very popular. Well, you didn't see me spray it on my skin. I sprayed it just a little bit ago, but I'm gonna spray it again so you can just see my reaction here. Yeah, it's beautiful. Beautiful, kind of spicy, a little bit spicy, sweet, and warm. Good fragrance right now for this time of year, actually, for going into the winter. So next one from them, can't get much better than this name, 007. 007, obviously a James Bond reference. This is, you can't get more British James Bond, Secret Service, elegant, daring, debonair than Floris. The house kind of symbolizes everything. A lot of, I think, what James Bond is. What I love about this one, and let me spray right here on this hand or this arm. What I like about this one just off the bat, first impressions, is it's got a wonderful mix between geranium and sweet orange and juniper. 3 notes again that I really, really like. Kind of, again, classic notes, geranium, juniper. Those are, notes that you don't see all the time. They're getting a little bit more, especially juniper is used a lot more now. But at the heart, it's what I really like. Rosemary, rose, and carnation. Carnation, again, is a note that I've become a lot more familiar with because I've been studying the classics. I've been buying books and reading everything I can about really the classic perfumes of the past, from the 1930s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 20s, and looking at the notes and looking at the note breakdown. Carnation, you can't escape it. It is there in perfumery for over 100 years. It's widely used. It's coming back again now. I like what they've done with it here. It gives it a sort of powdery quality, gives it sort of a little bit of a fresh quality. And the fact that they put it in 007, I think it's a really, really cool blend that they've put in there. And that one's going to be, I think, a little bit more niche. A little bit more niche probably than, when I say a little bit more niche, it's going to be a little bit more for your hardcore niche lover than, say, Platinum 22, which I think is going to be probably a little bit more mass appealing. But we'll see. Well, it'll be interesting to see, to talk to Maurice and Bavica as these get shown to customers to see what people are liking and what they are preferring. All right, so that's going to then lead me to the third, and certainly not the least, new one. It came out a little bit ago, but it's new here now. This is Ambre. Make sure I have the right label in front of you. Ambre Saffrano from BDK, the house of BDK. This is, again, I think going to be a very popular fragrance. It has all the notes that people love today. It's got almost like a woody, spicy, I wouldn't say ambre, or I would say ambre, I wouldn't say gourmand, but it's a woody, spicy, ambre fragrance. Take a look at the juice. You can see that ambery quality there. It's got at the top some notes of saffron and plum and olibanum and leather and rose in there in the heart, and also oak moss, sandalwood, vanilla bean, black pepper. So this is going to be also, it's got elements of a chypre, because if a fragrance has an oak moss base, that usually signifies a chypre base, which is one of my absolute favorite classifications of fragrance. But again, it's kind of got that, with that olibanum and that leather, gives it more of a little bit of an ambery element. That black pepper's in there, gives a little bit of a kick, a little bit of a pump, a little punch there. And let me put this on. Let's see. Let me go up on my arm here. Got to go a little bit further up on the arm for a spray of this. All right. On the skin. You see my first smell in the skin. I've only been smelling this so far on the scent strip. Yeah, that's going to be popular. This I can see being really popular unisex, like right down the middle. I can see both women and men really digging this one. 007, right, from Floris. Even though it's niche and unisex, it's probably going to lend a little bit more masculine. Platinum 22, I think, is going to be a very good unisex, and I think this one, the Ambre Saffrano, is going to be a very good unisex. I think you're going to see a lot of women coming in here, picking that one up, and absolutely loving it. That saffron, spicy plum note at the top, it's going to be very popular. So there you have it, new release radar, 3 new ones in here, 2 from Floris London, 1 from BDK. I like all 3 right off the bat, off the first impression and the first smells on my skin. You saw my reaction. Has anyone out there tried these? Do you have them in your collection yet? Let me know what you think. Put down in the comments below. Love to hear you guys. Love to get your opinions. And I'll be back soon with another video. Peace, love, and perfume.